Good day, everybody. Today we are going to talk about just some odds and end things that need to be done around here, and just keep you up to date on what's going on. Here's a few things that we're going to talk about today. Homemade peony supports, and an update on our tree removal, and what I'm going to do about all of these dahlias, and a quick update on our Zenith zoysia grass plugs. Hang on. All right, here we are in the backyard, and we're taking a look at the last pile of debris and wood that the contractor needs to haul off. He had some truck damage and is waiting to get that repaired before he comes and gets this. There's the old compost pile. Still looking good, a little bit dry on the outside. Looking good. He did cut me up some wood chips here from all the limbs from the tree, and this thing is humongous. I think I'm going to end up using it for mulch here in the back bed. But the yard is pretty well torn up. We had a couple big trees right here and over there, just to the left of where you see the fire pit. But that whole area back here is where my storage building is going to be, and this spot here is where I plan on putting a greenhouse. Let's go work on some dirt. So I made a mistake and decided to start some of my dahlia tubers a little early, and there's nothing wrong with starting them early except for the fact that I put so many in one container. I didn't think they would grow this fast, and I don't know if you can see the roots down here at the bottom, but it's a tangled mess. I'm gonna have to go through here and thin them out and put basically spread these out amongst 3 containers. So today we're gonna mix up some potting soil. My potting mix consists of about 2 parts perlite, a couple handfuls of X soil, a couple parts of peat moss, a couple parts of compost, and back here on the truck I have, where's that, backwards here, some soil conditioner, which is just finely ground pine bark chips. So we're just going to mix this up and make a nice airy potting soil. But first I'm going to make a seeding mix, and my seeding mix is literally about 1 part perlite to 1 part peat moss. And I'm going to make enough to fill up my tomato trays, and from that point I will be making some potting mix for my dahlias, as well as refreshing some of my pots that I have outdoors. The seed starting mix is 1 part perlite to 1 part peat moss, and it is a good idea to water it and mix it before you apply it to the trays. for ease of use, I like to put everything in a 10-20 tray. 10-20 tray is 10 inches by 20 inches, and it is the support that you need to hold any of your grow trays in, and everything should fit perfectly. These do have drainage holes, but I don't really need them because I'm not going to water these seedlings that heavily. All there is to stocking your trays is to add your soil. So the peat moss soaks up water and holds it, which is what your seedling needs. And the perlite is a well draining material. These together make a perfect growing medium. It's important to pack it a little bit. You don't want it to settle too much. There's a lot of sticks in this one. Just give it a good mix and a good water, and just get it pre-moistened. And that's a good potting mix. And here we are with our dahlias. I'm just going to go in here and try to separate these the best I can. And we're going to put them in another container so that they don't get root bound together. How about those roots, Matt Martin? We just got done playing in our potting soil. I still have a little bit left to do, but I wanted to move on to something else that was important to me in the off season that I can improve on this year, and that is flower supports. I have peonies, and if you know what a peony is, it basically grows from a tuber and has beautiful foliage and has huge, heavy, and dense double blooms, which tend to make the plant stalk break or fall over in the wind. I've priced some of these flower rings, and they're really expensive. And I was in Tractor Supply the other day and found some tomato cages. And let me show you what I did. These cages were $1.99 a piece, and I can get 2 rings out of each one. Actually 3 rings. Flower support. And these doubles are what I'm using on my potted peonies. And to make things a little easier, I do trim a little bit of this off because we have a lot of rock and sometimes it doesn't make it that far. So right here we have some buds coming up from last year, and I want to protect those, so we're going to put these in. So here is the top of the tomato cage, and this is a potted peony in a big terracotta pot. Maybe cement, I don't even know what it is. But I just keep both rings on here for support. And if I need to, I'll trim that bottom ring off and push that top ring down a little bit. But that's about all I had for today. Got a big plan for next weekend, and that's going to be pretty exciting. Be a collaboration video with a popular YouTuber